Well, it's time to celebrate the best in quilt making with our Quilt of the Week. Today we have for you a wonderful piece of work called Peace Maples Along the Tomoe River by Sue Gilgen of Madison, Wisconsin. Welcome.
Thank you, Gina. I'm very pleased to be here.
Sue, I understand that the origin of the images in this quilt go back almost 400 years.
They do, Gina. You know, some things never change. A Buddhist priest living in this Koranke region about 400 years ago was so tired of the warring that was going on that he went up into the mountains and planted maple trees along the hillside. And as he put each one in the ground, he said a prayer for peace. And so as they began to flourish, the townspeople called them peace maples.
And you created this quilt with no pattern, it just sort of evolved?
That's my special way of working. I like to work spontaneously. I love letting the fabric sort of dictate to me what's going to happen. In this case, I drew a sketch of the piece and then proceeded with the sky and the water, and then proceeded laying down the other elements.
And these wonderful fabrics that you use really have a lot of creative touches in them. Can you show us some of the things that you did in this quilt?
Well, if you notice down in the lower left corner, the pine trees have a lot of free motion embroidery. There's a lot of free motion embroidery throughout the piece, but I particularly like the way this came out. It was a hand-dyed piece by Laura Wazalowski. The colors and the texture that happened when the embroidery went into it is very nice, I think.
And I understand that you learned a lot from making this quilt.
I did. I learned that you can over-dye and over-paint and paint, do whatever's necessary to create the mood that or the colors that you're looking for.
Well, it's a beautiful image, and so is the story behind it. Thanks so much for sharing it with us today, Sue.
Thank you.
Try this tip from today's Quilt of the Week artist, Sue Gilgen.
Always keep a scrapbook of ideas and a drawing tablet nearby. Then, while ideas come to you, you can get them down on paper when they're still fresh in your mind.